I did it, y'all. I just hit the send button to file for my divorce. I still gave him a chance to say, stop, don't send it. Because that's what we do.
She tried to play a pretend game with a confident man, but it didn't go as expected, and now she is crying because she wanted him to stop her from filing for divorce, but he didn't care.
I did it, y'all. I just hit the send button to file for my divorce. I had it sitting there all day signed. I even told him I was struggling to send it. And after telling me this morning what an embarrassment I am, I still gave him a chance to say, stop, don't send it. Because that's what we do.
Sometimes it seems like a game. Why is she divorcing him if she is still unsure? If she still wanted him to stop her, it meant that she didn't have a strong reason for filing. What are we currently doing? Where is the commitment once promised?
So here's what I've learned. I think this process is going to be a lot like getting a shot as a child. It sounds a lot scarier than it actually is. Certainly can't be as scary as what has been going on, or as painful. And while it hurt to hit that send button, it didn't hurt as bad as I thought. The thought of actually sending it hurt more than actually sending it. So I hope that the rest of this process, even though it's scary and painful, is gonna hurt less than what I anticipate. And it'll be just like a shot. When it's over, I'll look back and say, oh, I did this to protect me and it didn't hurt as bad as I thought.
In my opinion, if they had real issues in their marriage, she wouldn't be struggling to send the papers. The best part was when she said this.
I still gave him a chance to say, stop, don't send it.
Playing pretend games with a confident man is not a good idea. She isn't aware when a man is sure of himself he will not beg a woman to stay. This is the secret about a confident man she didn't know. If you want to leave, you can leave. There is no point in trying to change another adult's decision, as they should know what they are doing. Was she trying to test him to know if he still liked her? If that is the case, it was a wrong move, because confident men don't play with this type of matter, and this is what she just learned. Not long ago, people used to get a divorce only when they were in a situation where they couldn't stay any longer, and for them to get to this point, it meant that nothing else worked and this was the last thing to be done. But currently, people file for divorce and wish their significant other they are divorcing stop them from sending the papers. It's like they are not sure of their decision. This type of scene makes me so confused, because she doesn't seem like a woman who wants to get away from an uncomfortable situation, and based on her video it's evident she doesn't want to divorce him, and this is why it doesn't make any sense. Then she going to be the same woman making another video complaining that men are no longer willing to get married. This is a major life decision, and it should be well thought out, as it will impact the kids and the family as a whole, and it seems like she didn't take the time to do that. But I like her ex-husband's approach to the situation. He literally let her do what she feels is best for her.
I don't know why a lot of people only value what they have after losing it. The next scene represents the reality of a lot of couple.
It's funny, but this is real life. Say what you want. He felt rejected and appreciated at the same time. Don't throw it out for show unless you're sure. The situation of some divorces. I guess this is called one man's trash is another man's treasure. This is how quickly people be waiting for that opportunity to snatch your partner. She thought he had no more value until the other women proved her wrong. This is the reality of a lot of couples. They are currently going through a similar situation. People like to take their partner for granted until they see the next person valuing what they didn't want, and this is when they start getting emotional and consequently regretting their decision. Don't make permanent decisions out of temporary feelings, as it can cause a lot of unnecessary drama. Unless you are sure about what you are doing, don't throw him out. Otherwise, it could be too late, and bear in mind that somewhere, someone would love to have whatever you feel like you are tired of. To avoid that type of drama, value your man and make sure you appreciate him, because the neighbor next door can't wait for the day he gets kicked out of the house so she can take him. But I like the way she changed her mind. That was a quick move. It's sad to know that a lot of people only see the value of what they had after losing it to someone else.
Many modern women regret leaving their partner, and they are looking for means of getting their exes back, and that's why they are doing everything they can to achieve their goal. The woman in the next clip is sharing a technique that she claims will make those women's dreams come true.
How do you manifest your ex back? You broke up, you're like, I just need this person back in my life. I'm happy with this person. Now, if you just agreed and nodded and your intuition told you that you are happy with this person, then listen to the next steps. I want you to write a love letter to that person. Yes, script a love letter. And I want you to write 2 letters. One is to that person explaining why you are so grateful for their love and all the attributes you love about them. The second letter is you going to be scripting about saying thank you to the universe for bringing this person into your life, and explain why. When you're done with both letters, you are going to sign it saying, "Thank you so much, universe. I am so grateful." And you know it, you're gonna speak and live life in existence like your ex is back in your life. Watch, you'll see how powerful this is. Great question.
The best part of this video was the comment section, which was full of women who were grateful because it worked for them or because she shared this theory on TikTok. It seems like there are many women who still want their exes back. I wonder who initiated the breakup. Let's have a look at some of those comments. He came back, but just to be friends. I wrote my letters. I claim that it will happen. I'm gonna do this. I hope that will become true. I missed him. I wrote my letters, and I feel so good. I know he's coming back, and I'm grateful. Thank you so much for sharing this. I have just done this technique. It felt so good writing the letters. I have a few questions. Why there are so many women following this theory? Why are they trying to get their exes back? Due to social media and simps, modern women are developing a sense of endless options, but they only find out it's not real when they leave their partners and put themselves back into the dating scene. This is when they realize the wave of options, attention, and validation received online doesn't translate to the same in real life, and this is when they understood they would be better off staying with their partner. No wonder why the comments section of this post is full of women willing to use this technique to get their exes back. They know they had a good man by their side, but they only saw their partner's value after leaving and trying the dating scene. I was really surprised with the reaction of women in the comment section. They were so happy to discover this technique, but depending on the nature of the breakup, no amount of letters will bring their man back, as not many guys are willing to revisit their exes after they are gone. I would advise modern women to think deeply before breaking up with their man. Don't break up if you are not sure about your decision, as it could be too late, because some guys won't look back after the breakup happens, especially when it was initiated by her.
Some women are convinced their exes will always come back no matter what, but they only make this claim because they have not dealt with a confident man yet, a man with options.
Your ex is gonna come back into your life 100%. Every single one of my ex-boyfriends has come back into my life. My ex-boyfriends, the ex-situationships, all of them, they always come back. It's not always a week later, a month later, a year later. They always come back though. It could be like 5 years later. I'm not kidding. People from high school literally reach out to me and they're like, "Oh my God, like, how are you? Oh my God, what's new?" Looking for updates, trying to like get back with me. And I'm like, what the hell? That was so many years ago. My favorite part is when your ex all of a sudden unfollows you on all social media and then they just randomly start watching your story, and it's like they don't even follow you, but they're just watching your story because they're super interested and they're trying to enter your world again. If they were experiencing a lot of pain during the breakup, that might be faster. Does that make sense? And if they did not experience a lot of pain, then it might take a longer time to get to the point of, "Oh, I'm sad, I want my ex back." Does that make sense? They always come back, and I'm telling you, they'll come back in like the smallest ways first. They'll start watching your story, they'll start putting a heart on your story, they'll like respond to a story, and then all of a sudden you'll get a text, or they'll start a conversation by responding to your story and then keep it going even though the conversation's dry as hell. I've had exes, like I said, reach out to me and come back to me years later, and I don't say anything because I genuinely don't care. I just don't care. But for the guy that I did want to get back with for the longest time, every time he like tried to reach out to me, I would always respond back, and I would give him like all of my attention, always, because it wasn't, oh, I want to be friends with him, or oh, I just want to see how he's doing. No, I always wanted to get back with him, and like, let's be real, that's what you want too. They always come back. How do you
It's been 8 months and he still won't talk to me. We still love each other. I would like to know what to do. What if he blocked me on Instagram and has deleted my number? Mine has been in my DMs talking to himself for 3 whole years. It's a pure source of entertainment for me. He dumped me a year ago. He watched all my stories and liked a few gym pics, so I am not sure if that means something. What if I already asked him to think about giving us another chance and he said he'll think about it? How do I tell him I'm not waiting anymore? It's not always the case. Some guys, once they are gone, it means they are gone for good and you will never see or hear about them again. And depending on the reason for the breakup, you will get blocked on top of that. So this theory that we will always return isn't completely true. There are some cases where a guy might miss his ex and still want to check if there is a possibility of getting back together, and there are other cases when the guy just wants a bit of Netflix and chill. Instead of concentrating on the simple fact their ex will come back at some point, they should focus on his reasons.
We came to the end of our video. We appreciate all the likes and comments. If you like this video, I bet you will also like the one on the screen we have selected for you. We will be back tomorrow with another great content.